What's up guys, Anthony Vapes. Today here with my review of the Vapefly Nicolas mouth to lung tank. It's actually a mouth to lung tank and a sub-ohm tank in one because it comes with a sub-ohm coil that's good at low watts, as well as this mouth to lung which I'm using now. As far as disclaimers go, this was sent to me from heavengifts.com for the purpose of this review, but of course that will in no way, shape or form affect my opinion on this device. So I don't want to waste too much time on the outro. Let me go ahead and cut into the up close. I'll show you guys some more details about the tank, and then I'll be back here with my pros, cons, and whether I recommend it or not. Alright, so let's take an up close look at the Vapefly Nicolas tank. Here's the front of the box, Nicolas mouth to lung flavor tank. It's also usable as a restrictive lung sub-ohm tank as well. Here's the back. It comes with a 0.6 ohm coil and a 1.8 placement glass tube. User manual, spare parts. Here's your spare parts. You're going to get spare glass, coil, and some O-rings. Here's the tank itself. Pretty easy to put together. So you have your top part here, screws into the bottom part. You don't have to put your coil in by any means. This is a tank you can actually take out the coil when the tank is full, which is always a nice feature. So I've got my top part here, screws into, so that was already attached. And all the threading on it's really nice. Here's your fill ports, nice and big fill ports. Here's your coil. Your coil just pops straight into here. And that's how you install it. It's that easy. And then the base screws on. As far as your airflow, you see this, basically that's your mouth to lung. The rest of it's going to be shut. And you just twist this. So you see there's basically 5 holes. So you can restrict it down as much as you want, all the way down to the 1. Your airflow is going to come in from only one side. Take quick measurements. .22mm tank, and including the drip tip, 41.1, and it is a standard 510 drip tip. Alright, now we're back here with my outro, so I can go over the pros, cons, and whether I recommend it. So I'm vaping this at 12 watts. This is the mouth to lung coil. Let's start with my pros. First pro is going to be it's very versatile. This is a very good tank, I think, for people just trying to quit smoking. There's not a lot of good options out there for mouth to lung tanks. There's just not. There's maybe 1 or 2 out there that most people are using because they're the only good ones. So I think getting a new mouth to lung tank on the market that works really well is a pretty good idea. On top of that, if people want to move out of mouth to lung into a little bit more, I gotta say the sub-ohm coil they had, the 0.6 coil, at 20 to 25 watts was really good flavor. Much better than I expected from 20 watts. Much better than anything else I had at that low of watts. So it's very good. And the mouth to lung coil here at 12 watts, pretty good too. I find it best 10 to 12. The other coil is best 20 to 25. So it's a great versatile tank for people who are looking to quit, as well as people who want to get into sub-ohming but still stay at low watts and not use the giant juice-sucking cloud machines out there. And the mouth to lung, the flavor is not bad on it either. I mean, it's mouth to lung, it's not used to the flavor. It's not the same flavor that I'm used to where I'm getting blasted with it. But I mean, for people quitting smoking or something, it's a lot better than a lot of the other mouth to lung devices out there. Next one's going to be, it's a good beginner tank, which I kind of already went over, as well as mouth to lung or restrictive lung hit. It does them both really well. And and the flavor. So I pretty much just went over all the pros in that one little statement. So that's just for the pros. As far as cons go, I really couldn't find any cons on this tank. The only con that I could find is that it could be hard to find coils for it. You know, they're a new company. I don't know many sites stocking them. I'm pretty sure Heaven Gifts does. Since they did send me this to review, I'm sure they stock the coils. So I'll put that down there below. But I just don't know how readily available the coils are going to be yet, since it is a new tank that not many people have. So other than finding coils though, I really don't have any cons on it. It's a fantastic tank, so would I recommend it or not? I don't do hard yeses or nos, but I'm gonna say yes if you're looking for a mouth-long tank to start, or if you want a low wattage, you know, low wattage sub-ohm tank. It's not gonna compete with 50, 60, 70 watt tanks. Don't take it as that, but this is a beginner tank, and it's a very, very good beginner tank. I mean, I will use the 20, 25 watt coil, you know, for a takeout. You know, I'll take it, throw it on a small mod, and have a small tank that will last me when I go to like a party or something. It'll make a very good little stealth kit. So yeah, I do mostly recommend it, but just not if you already have 40, 50 watt, you know, tanks and you're looking for something better. You're gonna have to go higher and not lower. That's simple. So yeah, on top of that though, I do have a couple more tanks for the sub-ohm people from them that actually got sent to me from Vapefly. The Fantasy and Fantasy Mini, I'm working on reviews for those as well. So I'll hopefully have those out pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. And those are the bigger sub-ohm tanks that are supposed to compete with like the, you know, the big smoke tanks and iJoy and that stuff. So we'll see how those go in those reviews. But that's for a video for another day. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, throw comments down below, all that other stuff you can think of. Just do it. Help me out. The more good information I get out to people, the better, you know, the better off it'll be. I'm trying to build, you know, a community of smart vapors who get good information, who give good information, and I want to be able to build it up to a nice subscriber base so that I become a source of information for people, you know, so I can be here to help people, because I do that, you know, I'm on forums, I do what I can to help out. So yeah, nonetheless, do all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, press the little thumbs up, comment down below. Always welcome the feedback. I want to thank Heaven Gifts for sending this to me for the purpose of the review. It definitely helps my wallet when I do get sent some stuff. Of course, I'm still buying stuff as well to do reviews, but you know, I will take the help I get to be able to give more products to my subscribers on stuff that I've used and give them more honest reviews without spending, you know, more of my money. So the more that I can, the more help I can get, you know, I definitely appreciate it. Other than that, this is Anthony Vapes as always, keeping it honest. Hopefully you guys continue doing the same, and I'll catch you on my next review.